Hey guys, my name is Richard Jakely, and this is my first vlog. You see, I started blogging a couple months ago at richardcjakely.wordpress.com in conjunction with a class I'm taking. It's called Innovations in Social Media. And what we've been doing is we've been looking at innovations and how they affect society and the changes that occur. And in particular, we've been looking at social media and how this new innovative wave of social media has occurred and what that means for communication in society. And so I decided to give vlogging a chance because I've really kind of picked up on blogging and I really like it. I wanted to start us off talking about social media and how to develop a web presence because I really think it's important for students who are going to pursue a professional career, who are going to step out into the world, to know how to network well on social media. And in conjunction with this, I'm going to look into a couple of just the basic aspects of social media, break down what social media is, and then tell you how you can utilize that to your advantage as you go into the job market. So, what is social media? Merriam-Webster's dictionary defines social media as forms of electronic communication through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, or other content. I personally believe that social media can be broken down and defined by one word. That's sharing. We share ideas, we share concepts, we share problems, struggles, we share friendships and relationships, and everything that is social media, I think really comes down to this concept of sharing. So when we're talking about jobs, and we're talking about market, and we're talking about Web 2.0, it's important to remember that what changes the world in social media is this concept of sharing, and it's no longer I turn in a resume, but it's that I am presenting myself and I'm entering communication with professionals in the field, and in turn they're discussing things with me, and we are sharing these ideas. We are putting ourselves out there, and we are making ourselves known, and that's really what makes recruiting and hiring in the modern world very different from recruiting and hiring 40 years ago. So almost anything online can be defined as social media as long as it provides this capability of sharing. If we're discussing the innovation decision process, I'm what some people call a late adopter of Twitter. I just fairly recently got into it, but I think I'm utilizing it better than a lot of people do. Instead of tweeting I'm at lunch or I'm hate bananas, what I've been trying to do on Twitter is to form relationships with peers and with people that are ahead of me professionally around the world. I do this in several ways. The first is through Twitter chats. If you've never been on these, you need to do them. Use these things called hashtags. If you look at this right here, there will be a list of all of the hashtag conversations, and you get on at a certain time, maybe once a week, maybe twice a week, and what you do is you discuss questions with other professionals, with other people in the field. The other thing that I've been doing is just really intentionally seeking out followers of followers. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my name is Richard C. Yakely, and you can find that link here. Another way that you can boost your potential of getting a job through social media is, and I know it sounds cliche, but it's to keep Facebook clean. According to a recent survey, it's the Job Bite Social Recruiting Survey of 2010, 92% of companies said that they either currently use or are planning on using social media to weed out and to look through applicants as they're looking to fill a position. And 55% of these said that they use Facebook to do this. Now, I know it seems innocent to have a photo from the party, but even who your friends are and what your friends are posting on their walls and their statuses are things that show up as they search for you. So you need to make sure that that stays clean. So you see, before social media, everything was one way. The way that everything worked was that I would send you something, you'd read it, you might not respond. In fact, you probably wouldn't, and if you did, it would be through a letter that would take a long time to come. But now communication is two-way, it's immediate. So when we're talking about hiring, what we're not talking about is seeing something in a newspaper, sending in your portfolio, then maybe hearing back, but we're talking about a person who has a job opening, sees you on Twitter, and then says, hey, can you send me your resume because they like what you said. This social media has created this two-way world where this honesty and consistency is able to flourish. And that is a great tool when you're looking at getting a job. If you're able to speak intelligently, if you put yourself on the right networks like LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, you can follow me here, here, and here. And if you engage in the conversation in a way that shows that you understand the topic, it can do more for you than any resume or portfolio ever could. So remember, social media is all about sharing. So when you log on to Facebook and Twitter, make sure that you're engaging in the conversation. Give people something that they want to hear. And who knows, maybe they'll show back. And maybe, just maybe, someone will see something you say, it'll strike a chord, and they'll want to know more about you. And that, my friends, is networking.